Hello, and welcome back to my series on building a square drop trailer. In this video, we're going to do something a little bit different. In the last video, we were able to build out the entire kitchen area. But in this video, we're giving a full tour of the finished camper. Before I give you the full tour, I have to show you how I got this thing titled and registered in the state of Minnesota. And the first step in this process is to pay your taxes and fees. The taxes are based on how much the trailer is worth, and the fees are based on the size and type of trailer. Minnesota considers this a recreational vehicle. In other words, when you walk out of the DMV, they'll issue you a VIN and they'll give you license plates, but you won't get a title. To get the title, you'll have to do the second step, which is get it inspected. The inspection is done off-site and it requires an accurate weight of the trailer. And as you can see, this trailer weighs 1,640 pounds with a little over 200 pounds of tongue weight added to that. And if you're curious on how I got the tongue weight, I just disconnected the trailer and used the bathroom scale. As far as the inspection goes, it was pretty easy. The hardest part was finding a time and location that worked with their limited hours. Just pulled the trailer in, the state worker inspected it, and then used custom rivets to install the VIN onto the trailer. And within a few weeks later, I got the title shipped to my house. And now, let's start the tour of the finished trailer, starting with the very front, the hitch. And for this, I went with a Max coupler hitch, which has been extremely quiet when pulling down the road or going down trails. And I also made it removable for security or storage purposes. The hitch is secured to the center spine of the trailer, and this spine is one continuous piece going all the way to the rear, making the trailer frame extremely strong. And if you'd like to see how I built the trailer frame, I'll put a link in the description below. The link will go to a playlist. It's a 14-part series on how I built every square inch of this trailer. The trailer frame will be the first one in that playlist. And the fenders are highlighted in the third video. For the fenders, I went with a 37-inch by 12-inch Jeep-style fender. They were hard to source. Make sure you watch that video, you can see how I found them. And you might have noticed from underneath that there is no center axle. That's because I went with independent suspension from Timbren. As you can see, it also has trailer brakes for off-roading in steep conditions, and the axle is rated for 2,200 pounds. And tucked up in the frame between the wheels is an aluminum skid plate. And this skid plate helps protect two important things that are tucked into the frame of this trailer. One being the 6 gallons of onboard water, and the second is a custom battery bank that houses 120 amp hours of lithium iron phosphate batteries. Having the batteries and water custom built inside of the frame of the trailer saves a lot of room for storage elsewhere. And 6 gallons of fresh water might not seem like a lot. There's also 5 gallons on each side of the trailer. And you can fill this tank with hot water from the stove. Otherwise, if it's sunny out, you can take the sunny side of the trailer and use that tank to take a nice warm shower at the end of the day. And I know some of you guys are going to ask, so I'll put a link for the shower head in the description below. The shower is only one accessory this trailer is designed for. Another one would be an air conditioner for those warm days, or in this case, a diesel heater for those sleety, cold, rainy days. The platform on the tongue of the trailer is designed to hold a diesel heater or an air conditioner, and then this gets plumbed through the tongue box and into the cab of the trailer. And the vent on the inside can be aimed in any direction. And while we're in here, if you turn around, you'll see a bunch of storage for clothing, a tablet for watching TV, 12-volt and USB ports for charging, and then the solar charge controller, which is connected to the panels on the roof. This trailer is equipped with 200 watts of solar, which means those batteries that are tucked in the frame have the potential to be fully charged every single day. And directly in front of the panels is the Maxxair Fan. If you're building a similar trailer, this is one of those items I wouldn't skimp on. This fan can push air in, or more importantly, pull air out. When you're sleeping at night, the humidity of your own breath can cause damage due to condensation over time. These fans are important for that reason. The fan works in conjunction with these windows. And unlike a sliding window, these windows tilt open, allowing you to use them when it's raining. That way the airflow still moves. They also have screens for mosquitoes and blackouts for sleeping at night. And if you do get stuck in the rain, the tri-fold mattress can be converted into a couch. You can read a book or watch a show, and then at night, the mattress turns into a full queen-size mattress. To give you an idea, I'm 6 feet tall and 240 pounds. And now moving on to one of the most important parts of camping, the meals. The food is stored in this 12-volt fridge that can also be a freezer. It pulls out on these rugged slides that are designed for off-roading. And for some reason, building this tongue box was one of the more popular videos of this build series, and I don't know why. And on the inside, there's extra storage. We used this storage the last time we went up north. We were fishing in a stream, and we put our wet waders in here instead of putting them inside the vehicle. The tongue box also has the solar-powered fan that helps keep the refrigerator cool, or in our case, helps dry out our gear. With the exception of the refrigerator being in the tongue box, the rest of the kitchen is in the rear of the trailer. And this was the last thing to be finished on the trailer, and I think it turned out pretty good. It's equipped with pretty much everything you need. It's got a stove that runs off of propane. The tank is actually on the tongue of the trailer. It's got a faucet that runs off the 6 gallons of onboard water. Everything folds down nice to have more countertop space. It's wired in with 120 volts. It has a mirror for brushing teeth and doing your hair. And it has cabinets on each side that are secured with these bands to help make sure they don't open up when going on rough roads. At night, it lights up bright. We have under cabinet lights and lights on the hatch. And if it's too bright and the mosquitoes are getting you, you can turn on all the red lights. Red lights are nice too for camping and campgrounds, so you don't have that big of a optical footprint, I guess. However, if you wanted a larger footprint and you wanted to light up the entire campground, you can do that too. There are floodlights, which we call bear lights, on the roof rack on each side. These are controlled by a switch on the inside of the cabin. The floodlights are mounted to the custom roof rack that I built. All the wiring is tucked away nicely inside of the roof rack for a nice clean look during the daytime. But it also has a nice clean look at nighttime as well. There are trailer lights built into the roof rack besides these large floodlights, and it looks good with the red underglow lights as well. The roof rack can also be used for other things. We recently used it for a canoe, and on the back of the trailer there is a receiver, and we had some e-bikes stored there for our last camping trip. Now going back to the nighttime, you can clearly see the red underglow lights. We call these snake lights. There's a switch for each door, and we mainly use these when getting up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. The road legal trailer lights are not only built into the roof rack, but they're also built into the trailer frame itself. We put reverse lights on this trailer to warn others that we're backing up, but it also makes it easier to see when backing up into a campsite at night. And speaking of camping, here's a recent site that we visited in northern Minnesota. And this pretty much sums up the tour of the finished trailer. And I know I use the word finish a lot, and it's a project. There's a bunch of little things that probably could be done. I probably won't film them. One of those things would be like changing all the locks so I only have one key for the trailer. So I won't bore you with those little things, but I really do enjoy building things, and I'll continue to build things. However, I'm on the fence if I should continue to film it or not. Filming does take a lot of extra work. I have a full-time job that I love, and there's only so many hours in the day. So if you want to follow along on any future projects that I have, play with the algorithm a little bit. Do the whole comment down below thing, or hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll use those analytics to see if there's enough demand for any future project videos. Some of the future videos might include a custom-made motorhome or even a boat that is also a camper. So if you enjoyed this build series, then do me a favor and play with the algorithm. For now, this is the last video in this build series. I'll finish tallying up the total cost of this build, and I'll pin it in the comments section below. I would like to give a special thank you to all the family and friends that helped me along the way, and another special thanks to all of you guys for watching.